joining us in the studio are our very esteemed guest, Mr. Fahd Siddiqui, who's a student from Pakistan and he is studying in Canada. Assalamu alaikum Fahd and welcome to the program. And joining us also is Mr. Tariq Mumtaz Sumro, who is actually a Pakistani investor here in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Assalamu alaikum Mr. Mumtaz and welcome to the program. So, sir, it's our pleasure to have both of you here in the studio with us, and especially as Khalid said, that we are also going to be focusing on this big natural disaster which has affected so many people up.
Fahd, yes. Fahd, you just came from Canada? Yes, I just came. First of all, before I say anything, I'd like to thank both of you guys and Channel 2 for inviting us here.
It's KSA2, no more Channel 2.
KSA2. Last time I was in Saudi Arabia, it was about 8-9 years ago.
Oh wow!
At that time, we used to be Channel 2.
It's true.
So yeah, it's a good opportunity that you guys invited us here, and so also the Saudi community knows that what the Pakistani youth, people like me, feel about it. How you guys have, as Mr. Tariq said, build a bridge between the two countries. I'd also like to thank the custodian of the two holy mosques, King Abdullah, and the Crown Prince Al Sultan Abdulaziz. For the effort that they've done. Saudi is now the only one-shot highest donor to Pakistan, which is a huge accomplishment. Pakistan is, because population in Pakistan is 170 million. 70 million of those are under the age of 25, so people like me. So it's an honor for me to represent them over here, sitting in front of you guys. They feel, and I also feel, living in Saudi Arabia for so long, that at times like these, even in the earthquake, which was in 2005, I saw a young Saudi youth going to the Mullah Stadium, Faisal bin Fahd Stadium, I think it's called, donating everything that they can, and donating even their car keys. They're just leaving them there, whatever it's worth, take it. We feel like Saudi is the closest brotherly country that we didn't even think of. So at a time like this, as Mr. Tariq said, they are brothers indeed.
Okay. Now, Mr.
And talking rightly before the break in the program about how generously the Saudi people and the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia's leadership has been supporting Pakistan. But now let us move a little, because as I mentioned in the program that you're a student who's living in Canada. So I would like to talk to you about Canada as well, not to be part of the government, but as we know there's a huge population of Pakistanis in Canada. What are their sentiments regarding the suffering of the Pakistani people, especially at this period of time?
I'm very emotional. Not only are the Pakistani people emotional in Canada, it's very surprising. I just got to Saudi Arabia the day before yesterday, and I had exams just before I left. So it's a little ironic story, and I'm going to tell you. It's a short story. In my building where I live in Canada, I posted up just printed on a piece of paper, A4 paper, that this is the worst disaster ever. They know, the Western media is also portraying this as the biggest disaster, natural disaster.
It's bigger than tsunami.
Bigger than tsunami and Haiti and Katrina combined. 20 million people have been affected, more than 2 to 3 million displaced out of their houses. So even Caucasian, white people, black people, Chinese people in Canada are very generous. Like in one day, I received $1,890 just from the people in my building, from seeing that little notice in the elevator. So they're also very sympathetic and empathetic with the Pakistani people, because they do know that it is a poor country, it is a country that is facing high threats of terrorism, it is a frontline ally of the United States in the war against terror. So, and where the floods have hit all 4 provinces, we're all faced by terrorism, and we all know that. The whole world knows that. So now there's 2 challenges for our army. One is to provide relief and rehabilitation for the people that are affected, and second, fight those terrorists as well. So everybody emphasizes, even Canadians, a huge population of Pakistanis over there are conducting fundraisers every day. Muslim community where I'm from a city called Windsor. They had a fundraiser. They were expecting 500 people that day. Alhamdulillah, mashallah. This is why I say it's the month of Ramadan. Maybe Allah has used this as an excuse to unite all the Muslim Ummah. We were expecting 500 people, 1,200 people showed up. And just from the tickets we collected $200,000, which is like almost $1 million just from the ticket sales. and I had to leave because I had a flight to catch. I didn't really see how much they collected at the end of the night, but it must have been a huge number. So everybody's sentimental, everybody knows that it's a realistic challenge for Pakistan.
Indeed. And with this, Mr. Mumtaz, allow me to ask you.
Sorry, I mentioned PIA. Pakistan International Airlines were very generous in this case, I would say, that they have allowed all Pakistanis, wherever the Pakistan International Airline PIA operates to any part of the world, we can go and donate clothes, medicines, name it, anything to them, and they will take it to Pakistan to the flood-affected areas for free of cost, free cargo services by the PIA. So that's another realistic step taken by the government, which should be appreciated.
And also, Fahad, as you're talking about the Pakistan International Carrier, I also saw a program on one of the news channels where some of the officials who are associated with the International Airlines campaign were talking that instead of sending rice and flour and those kind of food products which need to be cooked and processed, it's better to be sending, let's say, salty biscuits, the sweet biscuits, the chips, the juices, clean mineral water bottles, some of the fruit juices, and as well as one of the top products that Saudi Arabia produces, which are the dates, because Saudi Arabia is the topmost producer for quality dates, to be sending dates, because dates are very good when it comes to sustenance, and of course they are high in sustenance, and people are able to feel full.
As also Simon said, dates are an amazing nutritious food, and eating less of them will fill you up quicker. Lots of food would also be appreciated in Pakistan, but main thing right now, as Mr. Khalid mentioned, we need medicine over there because Pakistan right now is so busy in helping them and rehabilitating them, putting them to houses, putting them to camps, and the whole world is also focusing on that, but we're not realizing the aftermath of this whole trauma that happened. The diseases that are going to come, diarrhea is already there now, skin diseases. UN has predicted, and also World Health Organization has predicted that if they don't give them proper medication by next year this time, because of the diseases that are going to take place, because at least 50,000 children are going to die. So the medicine and aid teams and medical aid teams are what we desperately need over there right now in Pakistan.
Absolutely. Now, Mr. Samuel, let's talk about the...
Watching the video clip on one of the TV channels for Pakistan, people were drinking water from where the donkeys are drinking water, the same water they're drinking. So this is something that, melts your heart when you see something like this, and especially it's the month of Ramadan. So I would say the flood was inevitable, but the timing Allah chose for it was, I guess, better for Pakistan because everybody gives out their zakah in the month of Ramadan as Muslims. They try to, most of the Muslims give it out in the month of Ramadan. So I guess the donations are coming in, but we still need more. According to one of the Ball State University in America, it says Pakistan does not even know how much it's going to suffer, because right now the crops for Pakistan, which is our main source of income, 22% of the country's in the agricultural sector, all that is destroyed. So right now, some people are predicting, some universities are predicting that the loss is almost as bad as $43 billion, which is a huge number.
Indeed. And Mr. Silver,
Fahd, sorry. It should be easy.
It should be easy, and that was the former king.
Absolutely. Yes, absolutely. King Fahd, may Allah rest his soul in peace.
I mean,
now, Mr. Fahd, were you there during the disaster?
I was just in Karachi 2 days ago. In Karachi, we had actually a plan to go to Sucker, which is the most affected area right now. We were supposed to leave there at 6 a.m. But late night news came on that the area that we were planning to go to, the next morning, about 900,000 cubics of water are going to be passing through that area, so another flood. And the bad news is that there's still, like the weather forecast is, that there is a great possibility, more than 50% chance of another wave of water coming in, which is like about 1 million cubics of water, which is almost as bad as what has already happened. So the disaster management, NDMA, National Disaster Management Authority, is taking smart, they've set smart goals which are basically specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timely. So now if the water hits, inshallah, it won't be as destructive as it was, because this was unknown to us, we were alien to it. But alhamdulillah now, but still the water is coming in. I could not make it to Sucker, the area where it was affected, but they've started one of the relief camps in Karachi. Simon from Karachi, she would know. They started up there. I went and saw it, and wallah Khalid, I'm saying this is the time of Sohar. It's so upsetting to see young